Students' key of the selection in UPSC, that is the paper of economy, where the maximum students always confusing regarding area of syllabus, so method of strategy, source of strategy is study, how they prepare their own notes, etc. etc. Because economy in itself include a number of data which always confuse the students. That is why on the demand of our many students I am managing this lecture here, so that priorly you are very clear about the syllabus. Secondly, source of study. Third, what is the role of lecture on economy? Fourth, which kinds of data you have to need to memorize, and how you can easily understand the data, and so on questions I will discuss today. Be sincere and take this lecture very seriously, because it will help you not only in your preliminary examinations but also in your mains and interview examination. As you know, student finally, when a number of students selected in mains, but some of them fail to interview. And presently, as you know, our economic area is very important, and round about 50 to 60% questions in your interview, UPSC asking repeatedly from the economy. As you can see, recently 2023 mains examinations result have been declared, and now the interview is going to be held. Number of students, what they should do for your interview in 2023, I will also discuss all those points here. First, you understand the syllabus, how you should prepare your syllabus, and what is the best strategy preparations. As I written here, the syllabus UPSC 2023 GS Economic Syllabus, Indian Economy and Development. First point, economic development in India since independence. In itself, the term development, you have to be very clear. If I decode this syllabus, economic development in India since independence, in actual it includes the national income topic. National income topic basically include the growth and development, and this growth and development can be understood with the help of all aspects of national income. Means UPSC written only the one word economic development in India since independence. Actually, this one statement include the all over Indian economy. As you know, student, the economy carry 7 areas, and you will see these 7 areas discuss different portions of general study paper as they identify in your UPSC syllabus. What they are? First, you understand that 7 point or 7 area of our general study, which I shortly wrote down here. First topic is national income, which includes development in India. Development means all over economy, as I classify here. Second area, that is social economy. Social economy in actual include 4 major topic: unemployment, poverty, population, human development. That is the part of social economy. Third area, agriculture, very important. As you can see in 2023 means maximum questions asking UPSC from the agriculture sector. It will cover all the area of agriculture: institutional reform, technical reform, latest development, agriculture marketing, subsidy, food security, minimum support price for agriculture price policy, WTO and agri, all topics are covered under this third topic. Fourth area, you will study industry. It will also include industrial policies, public sector, private sector, micro, small, medium enterprises, industrial sickness, industrial credit. All these areas you will study under the standard industry. Fifth topic, that is very important, financial sector. What is the meaning of financial sector? Our capital market, money market, monetary policies, fiscal policies, budget, tax reform, etc. You will study under the financial sector. And sixth portion, international economics. International economics also a wider concept which includes balance of payment, foreign investment, foreign debt, trade policies, international organization. All concepts you will cover under international economics. And seven topic and last one is that is planning, Niti Aayog and investment model. Niti Aayog and investment model. As you see, this term economic development include all these economy, means this statement carry the complete Indian economy. First you understand the meaning of this syllabus. Similarly, second point, planning in India and its objectives, means this seven topic. Major challenges of the Indian economy, land reforms in India, that will carry under the agriculture. Infrastructure, energy, ports, roads, airports, railway, etc. As you know, since 2000 implementations of this 7 onward, because 92 to 97 our earth plan were there, but since 1997 onward there was the 9th plan, and in the 9th plan we are opting this triple P model, public private participation. They are asking repeatedly triple P in energy sector, port sector, roads, railways. As you can see, in 2022 they are asking a mains questions in 2022 from railway and triple P, and airports also they are important. Similarly, if you go through the second area, economic policies and government budgeting, fiscal policy and its implications, monetary policy and its implications, role of external sector economy, liberalization, private. Now again I attract your attention towards the topic of this economic policies and governance, this complete area, government budgeting, fiscal policy and monetary policy, that will covered by the fiscal sector, as I discussed in my syllabus, fiscal or financial sector of the economy. Financial sector of the economy. First you understand the syllabus, secondly I will discuss what kinds of questions they are asking, what are the expectations of questions in pre, mains and interview, coming interview, also an important issue which you can understand. Second area, that is role of external sector in Indian economy, liberalization, private, this covered by which one Ji? International economy. This is the new economic policy which is the part of all over economy, new economic policy which is the part of all over economy. Next जो syllabus area, that is social initiatives, poverty and unemployment, social justice, positive discriminations in favor of the underprivileged, education issue related to access to quality health, issues related to, actually this is nothing only social economy which I discuss in social part. Next this para, environmental sustainability and climate change, in actual this is the part of which one Ji? Environment, which is also you can go through this area, environmental pollutions, I will discuss this area, climate change. And international economics relations means international organization, World Trade Organization, IMF, World Bank, regional grouping, effective India's economic interests, effect on policies and politics of development and developing countries. These are the area from international economy. International economy. Similarly, that is Indian economy and issues relating to planning, mobilization of resources, growth, development and employment. Actually, again this syllabus include the 5-year plans. In this way, UPSC identified the separate area but you have to study under 7 sub area: inclusive growth and issues arising from it, government budgeting, major cropping pattern in various parts of the country, different type of irrigation system, technology, economic development, biodiversity, environment, security and disaster. These are the area of, that is, science and tech. Our economy area cover up to this point. Now I start one by one, how you study, what is your preparations, methodology. First you divide Indian economy in 7 segments as I discuss UPSC syllabus. What are the first? National income. As I discussed the complete syllabus and they are asking national income in different areas. But you have to first of all go through national income in a systematic manner. Because in preliminary, at least every year 2 questions asking, and the nature of questions of UPSC is 3 types. In economy, when you go through the nature of questions and how you can do these questions easily, you have to keep in mind there are the 3 type of questions asking by UPSC from Indian economy. What they are? First is factual question. Simple and factual questions means they are asking the data. For example, in national income, if I take only one point, that is national income. That is national income. From national income, factual question carry database. In which year the highest GDP growth rate, latest growth rate of economy. As you know, presently India is the fastest growing economy. That kinds of questions they can ask in interview board also. Pitfire questions, highest growing economy in India. Why Indian growth rate is highest? That are kinds of questions are factual questions. In basic concepts of national income like twin deficit problem, what is twin deficit? What is the present scenario of twin deficit in India? That kinds of factual questions they are asking from national income. What are the analytical questions? As you can go through previous year 2023, 22, 21 and 2019, 18, 5 year, these questions you can take some analytical questions also, like one determinant of GDP growth rate is, that is gross domestic savings. What are the other determinant? They are making that question analytical, saying that despite our growth rate is high, but saving rate is high, but growth rate is low. What are the fundamental factor behind it? They are asking some kind of analytical questions. And the third questions, that is also combined both analytical, factual, as well as it is related to other subject. Other subject means like geography. Means somewhere UPSC asking some questions, interdisciplinary questions, where the other subjects are integrated to each other, like geography, science and tech and economy. For example, I try to tell you with the help of a diagram so that you can betterly understand what is the meaning of interdisciplinary question. Suppose this represents circle economy, this circle represents geography, this circle represents the science and tech. Science and tech. The question they will ask here, these questions needed to knowledge of all areas, economy, geography and science and tech. That kinds of interdisciplinary questions are in actual provide you selection. Generally a common candidate can do the factual questions, grammar students generally do the factual questions. Some analytical mind students can do the second area, analytical questions from the economy, but highly intellectual students will cover these interdisciplinary questions. How you can do that one? The best source of that kinds of question is economic survey and India yearbook, because economic survey carry all the areas. When they discuss the economic area, they will also discuss some geographical area, some science and tech area, some political area, because economy can't cover by including these kinds of area. That is very important to understand that kinds of questions with the help of which one? Economic survey. Again, you will feel how you can go through the economic survey. Priorly, you have to the basic knowledge of the economy. Fundamental, as I first take the example of only one topic, that is the national income, and I am discuss what kinds of the asking the questions in pre. In mains, as you know, distribution of national income is a burning issue, inequality consistently increasing, and they are also asking the questions increasing inequalities. Inclusive development, actually part of which one? National income. National income means first we focus in our 5-year plan growth, then we begin to focus on our 5-year plan development. Actually they are carry in national income. Third, we talking about inclusive development, inclusive growth, inclusive growth. First in national income, second, third. Later on we begin to discuss inclusive development. All have the different meaning. Inclusive development. After then we begin to say in present economic survey 2023-24 budget of government of India as well as economic survey, inclusive welfare. Inclusive welfare. And you can see in your pre and mains every year there is the questions carry for on inclusive development, growth, welfare, sustainability of development. That kinds of questions they are asking from national income. You have to understand how you can understand the basic theme of inclusive development. When you go through the standard book on economy, guidebook never support you to do that kinds of questions. That is very difficult to do that kinds of question only on the basis of basic information. It is needed some kind of in-depth knowledge of economy. Why the maximum candidate suffer the problem of low marks? Sometimes they face the interview but they come out from the interview without any selection. Why? Lack of knowledge. Actually in UPSC gadget, when you go through the mains, UPSC send you a gadget, you go through the gadget, they specifically write down in your syllabus, they specifically write down that students should have the knowledge how to, and they have to capacity to understand the economy. Means they can apply the principle, theory, concept, thought of economy. What I am using the word, first they are very clear about the concept of economic principle, economic theory, etc. Principle, theory, concept, etc. And these kinds of things you can study from NCERT. We are also going to launch a complete comprehensive plan on NCERT. You can understand some basic things from that our classes. Shortly we are started this point also for your welfare purposes. Hanji, carry on this point. You have to go through any standard book on Indian economy. There are multiple books available, but never go through any guidebook. Guidebook always confuse you, and for the database analysis you should go through which one? Ji? Economic survey and budget. Actually priorly as I discussed national income, taking this concept, it is cover a multiple area, basic concepts of national income, methods of measurement of national income, analytical area of national income like high saving low growth rate paradox, Hindu growth rate, inclusive development. These are the three analytical area of national income, distribution of national income. Then causes of inequality in India, that kinds of questions you will cover from the national income, and where the government identified, UPSC identified different area of UPSC syllabus, you will study this point. Second area, agriculture, that is also very important area. Agriculture, just you think, Only this topic carry economic development, Indian economy since independence. Planning in itself a wider concept. Why I say planning? Because planning cover all over economy. All over economy. When you go through planning in India and its objective, you should go through from first 5 plan to 12th plan. 12th plan. And latest Niti Aayog plan, 3-year Niti Aayog plan. But prior to study planning commission, planning in India, Niti Aayog, what is your strategy should be there? You should go through the agriculture, separate topic. As I priorly discussed national income, then you should go through your agriculture sector. Agriculture. Separately. And when you are going to study at least 3, 4, 5 times, as you feel yourself easy in the area, multiple times study the topic, then you create your own micro notes. As I discussed the national income, similarly agriculture sector carry round about 10 topics like institutional reform, land reform, green revolution, technical reform, agriculture credit, agriculture price policy, agriculture marketing, agriculture use of IT in agriculture. There are so many areas, agriculture subsidies, etc. You will study under this agriculture topic separately without any confusion, and the best source any standard book, and that you can sum up with the current updates of economic survey, etc., budget, day-to-day newspaper. Third topic which you have to study under this topic, that is your industry. Industry is comparatively in term of in comparison to agriculture is shorter topic, that is industry, and it will carry only the 4 main topic. Industry carry the 4 main topic: industrial policy, PSUs, micro, small, medium enterprises, industrial credit, and last point is sickness or industrial sickness. Students, for mains purpose you have to prepare 3 topic more in depthly, that is industrial policy. 1948, 56, 70, 77, 1980, 1991. These are the industrial policy. But which you have to more focus 1956 industrial policy and 1991 industrial policy. Maximum questions are based in your pre and mains on these two. Yet they are asking from 48, 70, 77, 80, 89 industrial, 90 industrial policy also. But your major focus should be on these industrial policy, and from industrial policy they are asking in pre and mains, and both pre and mains in both they are asking the questions. What is the strategy? First you go through 3 or 4 times. After then you prepare the micro notes. You can understand the importance of micro notes. How? When you go through the pre, mains, you are needed to refresh your knowledge, and you can cover your syllabus in shortest time if you have the micro notes. It is not possible to cover the bulky books, 1500 page books, economic survey round about 500 words, etc. That is beyond the capacity to you to go through that kinds of word limit. It means somewhere you have to go through which one? Micro notes. You will compile your micro note with the help of current economic survey and budget, exact data. Now I will lastly discuss where and which kinds of data you have to choose and how you can manage your data in micro notes. Similarly, public sector industry is always asking in mains and pre disinvestment, very important issue. Role of PSUs in economy, role of planning in economy, role of planning presently in our development, that kinds of questions related to PSUs. Micro, small, medium enterprises. Since Modi ji started its revolutionary concept of startup business, Mudra Bank, etc., different kinds of policies which he declared day by day, they are supported to this MSMEs. It means this area is also very important. Rest of the two topic, industrial credit and industrial sickness, comparatively less important and only for the pre point of view. In this way you can cover this industry, but your micro notes will be completed with the help of which one J? Economic survey and budget. Economic, without economic survey and budget you can't complete your Indian economy or this complete area. Next, fourth one, financial sector, very important area, technical area, cover all over the economy. This financial sector, specifically you have to cover the three major points. What they are? Number first is your fiscal policy or budget policy Second, monetary policy and third, financial sector reform. Why I say this is very technical area, like crowding out effect, twin deficit. They are asking the questions indirectly. Based on this, if I code you in previous year or 2019 or 18, they ask a question, comparatively analyze the time period 2009 to 14 and 14 to 2019 with keeping in view inflation and growth rate. Means they are asking you a very typical question. Why in 2004 to 9 the growth rate is very low, inflation is very high, 10.1%, growth rate was 4.5%. Growth rate means GDP growth rate. After in 2014 to 19, India's GDP growth rate was 7.5% per year. Inflation rate was moderate, round about 4.5% or 5.1% roundabout. It means that kinds of explanation can be done on the basis of technical knowledge regarding fiscal, monetary policy. Policy mix means where fiscal, monetary and EXIM policy, export import policy are mixing each other, affecting each other. That kinds of questions you can cover with the help of this monetary sector. Similarly, the next area, that is, you can see in your syllabus, planning major challenges, land reform. I have not discussed that one. I have discussed the how you can cover the syllabus of UPSC, what is the source and what kinds of questions they are asking. Our topic is this. International economics. This international economics, first of all, carry the balance of payment. You should clear what is the meaning of in pre every year one questions asking in pre from BOP, trade account deficit, current account deficit, balance of payment deficit, exchange rate, foreign exchange, trade policies, convertibility of rupee, trade account convertibility, full convertibility, its effect, different trade policies, their effect on Indian economy, foreign debt, foreign investment in Indian economy, role of foreign debt, foreign investment, source of foreign investment, direct investment, portfolio investment, institutional investment, direct portfolio investment, are different types of questions they are asking in only in this term, balance of payment, which you have to be very clear about this topic, because in mains generally they are asking questions from BOP. Second major area that is very important, foreign capital. Foreign capital. This foreign capital you can classify in two parts, foreign investment and foreign debt. Foreign investment and foreign debt. Role of foreign capital in Indian economic development. Why we always need it for foreign capital? Utility of foreign capital, factors affecting foreign capital inflow and outflow, its effect on exchange rate, that kinds of questions you will cover under. And third, very important issue, international organization. Students, if you go through last 10 years pre and mains questions, you will see there are certain important international organization which you have to keep in your mind. International Monetary Fund, World Bank, World Trade Organization. These three international organizations repeatedly asking in pre and mains their function, their role, some critical questions asking in mains also. Apart from it, regional organization. As you know, in previous year WTO, its different rounds are asking repeatedly in UPSC, which you have to cover under internet. Best source is what? Current updates, economic survey and budget, latest meeting, that is economic times newspaper also, the Hindu newspaper also. You can cover that international organization with the help of current update. Basic information you can collect from the theoretical book on international organization, which is also you can go through Indian economy book, current updates, but based from the textbook of these areas. And last topic of this is what? Planning and investment model. Planning, Niti Aayog, investment model will cover your complete syllabus. Now the last topic which I have to discuss with you, what is the best strategy of the preparations of Indian economy. First, as I priorly discussed, basic information by classifying economics as I classify with you. Second, prepare your micro notes. Second level, what you have to do? Micro notes. And you sum up these micro notes timely with current updates from economic survey and budget. Now the question, what kinds of data you have to memorize? As you know, UPSC generally focus on current economy rather than basic economy. If you fragment your pre and mains questions, round about 30% is basic economy and 70% economy in your pre and mains asking from current and source of current economic survey and budget, day-to-day newspaper. In your recent interview, they are asking 100% current economy. They are not asking the basic economy. But for the explanation of current economy, you are needed to understand the basic economy. It means this is necessary to you to go through the basic economy. First you cover this 30% area, then you easily cover the 70% area of this topic. Third, after creation of the micro notes, you should go multiple time in your micro notes and try to write down the answer. For the better answer writing, you can follow my lectures on YouTube channel, as well as you can go through our website, the www.theeconomica.org. economica.org. You can go through this website and you can complete your GS syllabus. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट. हमारा चैनल, our channel you can subscribe on YouTube, that is Tejveer Singh. Find out my channel with the name of Tejveer Singh and the economica.org and subscribe it. If you like, then like it. If you have any kinds of suggestion, you also give the suggestion so that you can get the better information. And you can share me any problem which you are facing since pre-mains interview level, because I am also an interviewer in Sankalp IAS, sitting last 2017 and giving the toppers in different UPSC exams.